Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Today I have a new album review by the band Cypress Hill. The album is called Back in Black, released on March 18th, 2022. So in this video I'm just going to give a little background on the band. I'll talk about some of the songs, give my final thoughts, and I'll give my score at the end.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
So this is actually the first time I'm reviewing a hip-hop group on my channel. I think this band in particular does have a lot of fans who are rock fans. I remember this group when it came out in the early 90s, back when I was in college. They were like the first rap group to talk openly about marijuana culture. They had songs like Hits from the Bong and many others. Since then, they've gained a lot of fans that are from both like the hip hop and like alternative rock communities. I remember they played Lollapalooza, I think it was the first year. They released an album in the early 90s, or actually it was 2003, which was like half hip hop and half rap rock. I think that was called Skull and Bones. Now they've been a band I've always liked. You know, they were one of the original bands to be talking about that whole cannabis culture. I believe they even came before Snoop Dogg, if I'm correct. And I think after Cypress Hill, there was a lot of other like West Coast rappers. I think Tupac came slightly afterwards. And anyway, for that reason, I am choosing to review this album. It is called Back in Black. It's kind of strange they are naming it after like an AC/DC album. I was expecting like some rock, but no, it's straightforward, West Coast hip hop. It does have some reggae influences on there. They're still talking about like legalization and weed, and it's kind of from a different point of view because it's a whole different culture right now, being that it is kind of semi-legal. But I'll talk about that in more detail a little later. But it is 10 songs, short album, 30 minutes long, so I'll talk about the songs now. So the album opens up with Takeover. This is straightforward old school rap. Still keeping that sound they had from the 90s, which is good. I don't really like modern rap too much. They're mostly talking about, same type of lyrical content, where they come from. It has some smooth beats, they could hear both Sen Dog and Be Real. They're interchanging their raps, just like they usually do. The second song, Open Your Mind, it's this is the one about, legalization. Now, in this one, they're talking about how it's legal in California. They mention California, but it's actually illegal to some degree in pretty much most of the states in the U.S. But on the U.S., it's still illegal on a federal level, and that kind of causes some conflicts with dispensaries and selling it, and there's kind of like a conflict of the laws. And that's pretty much all they have to talk about now as far as like legalization, because it's almost like legal pretty much all over North America. So anyway, pretty cool song anyway, but the song does end with like they have a sound bite from like this like pro marijuana news report, but I think they're kind of like running out of like topics as far as this, as far as like legalizing is concerned. But anyway, that's a pretty cool song. Followed up with Certified. This is features a rapper called Demrick, someone who I wasn't familiar with. That's more of a modern rap song, I guess. It does have like a sample of like a woman singing. Song has a nice groove, and they're kind of rapping about the LA street life, and there are like a lot of weed references along the way. Another song with a guest rapper called Bye Bye. This one has Dizzy Wright. He's another like pro weed rapper. This one has old school like 90s rap style. It does have that like slight reggae groove and some deep bass sounds as well. Next is Come With Me. This one has like an old school 90s sound. It sounds a lot more like their earlier material. Again, talking about smoking weed, but it's kind of updated. They're mentioning like different strains and CBD and things like that. It's kind of a mellow rap song and also kind of catchy at the same time. The Original, this one has a classic sound, kind of a groovy beat. It has the deep bass sound. It has the sound samples. And the usual lyrical content about like smoking and the gangster life. Hit 'Em, it's a short song, a little over 2 minutes, has a simple beat, some rapping, turntable scratches, hip hop beats, lyrical content, same as usual. Break of Dawn, pretty cool song, just some nice beats, cool rapping on that one. And then there's Champion Sound. another hip hop song with a mix of like reggae and classic hip hop. Very 90s type of sound, and they're rapping about like the hip hop lifestyle, and the song does have some cool like samples and beats. And the album closes with The Ride, and this is really cool, like a West Coast rap sound. It has that drum beat, that repetitive keyboard sample, has the turntable scratches. I actually like this one a lot. It has that really like old school sound. So in conclusion, so if you're looking for like an old school West Coast, hip hop sound, this is a good album for you. I know a lot of like the modern rappers sound like a little different these days, but if you do like that old school sound, Cypress Hill is bringing it back. They haven't really changed their sound at all since I remember. I haven't really listened to them that much since the early 2000s, so it's definitely an album worth checking out if you are a fan of the band and if you remember them from years ago, or if you just like that old school West Coast rap. Check out this album. It's pretty good. They're still doing what they're doing, and it's kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're that kind of group. So I'll give this album an 8 out of 10. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Up next, I'll be doing some top 10s. I want to do that top 10 Aerosmith video that's been a thread. I got a lot of anniversary reviews. Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Anthrax, and Deep Purple. I'll be getting those done all throughout the week. And that's it. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe. Check out some of the other videos I have here. And see you in the next one.